right, that's fine.
But yeah, it's basically just for me to review afterwards and see what I'm doing
Yeah,
right and wrong, basically.
yeah,
Um,
brilliant.
so I guess what did we cover yesterday? So it was just basically what you're doing at the moment is you're studying for school
Yeah.
and you're pretty set on the idea that you don't want to pursue like an academic career path or anything. You want to carry on doing
Oh,
your trading and also potentially pick up this as well.
yes, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. And at the moment, you're for work, you're working once or twice a week.
Yeah,
Yeah. So and that was like bringing in after like expenses like
yeah.
100 to
Okay.
150 per week. Yeah. Um, I'm trying to remember. I have slept since yesterday.
Yeah,
No, it's all good. Um, yeah. Okay. And for you at the moment, like what you're currently doing, what does life look like for you if you don't do any of this? What's your current path looking like?
what do you mean? Like
So
what?
where you're going at the moment, where you're headed in life, what is that looking like for you at the moment? Where are you going to be 6 months to a year from now without online sales, high ticket sales?
Obviously, would still be trading, but I feel like if I had this, it like probably boost me more. I could put like if I really crack down, could quit my job, could like have more freedom. I feel like just freedom's a big thing,
Mm,
and just pursue my career that I want to do.
mm,
Since next year's, I still got another year of school, in which it gives me like more free time. Like I don't have to pay any bills still, and so I can just generate more income.
mm. You say you still got another a year left of school. Is that when does the school term finish for the year?
So, so I'm still in term three, and that finishes in like 3 or 2 weeks, and then we got our final term, and then that finishes like around December 3rd or like sort of early December, late November, probably early
Yeah.
December too.
And that's like the end of, is that year 11 that you're in at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you've got, do you like graduate high school and then you have to do another year or how does that work?
So I just still got another year afterwards in high school.
Oh, so it goes up to year 12.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. For me back home in England, it was year 11 and then you do 2 years extra of A levels or you do like an apprenticeship or
Oh,
something.
that's nice. I never heard
Mm.
of that.
Yeah, I left school when I was 16 and just jumped straight into a trade.
Oh,
Um,
really?
Yeah, so there's a big difference between people who do that and
Yeah.
people who go and study at university.
Mm.
Here I am, and then there's also people that have just finished studying
So
and are
are you
looking for
still in
jobs.
trade?
No, no, no. This is me finished now. I had like a pretty bad accident where my foot got crushed,
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, this was like a few months ago, so I haven't really been
Wow.
able to walk up until now.
Oh, what?
So
Oh.
yeah, and I just went all in on this. I thought I can't fucking go back to that for a few months,
Mm.
so gave
Has it
this my all.
worked for you?
Hey.
Has it been working good for you?
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
it is. Well, I mean, I'm here on the call with you.
Yeah.
I was a
So
student in ABC, and now it says ABC on, and I'm taking the calls. So
are you like a closer for ABC then?
I am. Yeah, they taught me up. They taught me the skills, and yeah, this is what I'm doing now. And I
Yeah.
hope to carry on doing this for a while and like learn some more skills and pick up the
Yeah.
affiliate marketing side of things as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, less of me because I'm not that interested.
No.
But so for you at the moment, then. You've got another year left of school, and at the
Yeah.
moment, your spare time is being dedicated to day trading
Yeah.
and
And just
obviously your sports as well.
yeah. Oh, that's ended now. So
Yeah.
I got like half a year off, I think.
Oh, okay.
Like,
And you'd put that time aside to like learn the skills for all of high ticket sales.
of course.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Especially like early in the mornings, I'd be obviously like I dedicate all my early mornings to like just gain more knowledge and everything.
Yeah. Mm.
And I could probably just learn more about high ticket sales because it was Of course, I'm still learning day trading, but I feel like I know like a rough amount, like a good amount of stuff in day trading for me to like still have some more time, like a lot of free time still.
Yeah,
Like,
okay. Yeah, so like you kind of learnt the basics with it, and now it's time to just implement
get
what you've learnt.
actually
And
get experience. That's like the key thing. Like, 'cause that's the only way I can get better. But with like just getting experience,
mm, mm, okay. And you mentioned freedom as well. Like, what does freedom look like for you?
not like I want to work wherever. Like I want to, just live the lifestyle like people dream of. I want to be like have that lifestyle, like being able to financially be free and like make money on the go.
Yeah. So working remotely and living like a
Yeah.
laptop lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have you always wanted to do that?
Yeah, I reckon.
Hmm. Is that why you're doing the trading?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a trade, like a trade's not for me. I feel like I just don't want to live that lifestyle, like waking up like at 6 o'clock in the morning, busting your ass off, and like, you know, like when you get into like late 20s, early 30s, you're obviously like injured and more sore, and like you're still working for so long just to retire when you're older and like not be able to do stuff when you're young.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I've already started going down that path and like being surrounded by people in construction, like all fucking
Yeah,
hunched over and bad backs,
yeah,
and not for me. No thanks. Rather look after myself and live a more fulfilling life.
exactly. Like we only got one life, why not like try and get the best out of it? The way I think.
That's it, man. 100% on your level with that. 100%. Now, that's been something that you've always wanted, and you're already working towards that by doing
Yeah.
trading.
Yes.
Now, if you were given access to the tools, like being surrounded by people such as myself and yeah, like the other guys that you mentioned as well,
Yeah.
where would you like to see yourself like 3 to 6 months from now?
Um, hopefully quit my job. Hopefully making a sustainable income, like especially for someone my age,
Hmm.
like and like obviously I'm still gonna do school. Like obviously we'll complete it because like I don't know, unless I like really start making some good money. But I
Hmm.
I also turn 18 pretty late, so it wouldn't really matter that much if I do leave school since I won't be able to do as much stuff as well. So I feel
Hmm.
like I'd be able to quit my job. I'd have more freedom just to like lock down on this because like after if I quit my job after the school, I wouldn't have any worries besides doing this and doing trading.
Yeah, so this would be your like main focus, your main aim in life. Is to
Yeah,
do this in trading,
yeah.
make a career out of it. Hmm. I mean, if that is the case and like everything goes well for you, you have that knowledge and the people around you. I mean, even further, not 3 to 6 months, but 12 months to even 5 years down the line. Like, where do
Mm.
you envision your future to go? Because you're at a very young age where you have the power to actually control that outcome.
So what I want to do, live overseas, like in a place where taxes I don't have to worry about. So like, Dubai, Monaco,
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, like all those places. And I feel like I got an idea actually. If I live in like Dubai, when in their summertime when it gets so hot, I could obviously go back to Australia and like I could see everyone for like a few months as well. So I don't have to deal with like 45-degree weather.
Yeah. That's actually what I plan on doing with Australia and England, sort of going
That's,
between the two.
yeah.
It gets too hot here, way too hot.
Wait, where are you now?
I'm in Sydney.
You're in Sydney, really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you? You Sydney as well,
I'm
or
in like Melbourne,
Melbourne?
near, near Melbourne. I'm
Yeah,
like Geelong, like that's like near Melbourne, like an hour away. It's probably
yeah.
yeah, it's pretty
Well,
good.
so man, that's some pretty big goals to be able to live in Dubai or Monaco or whatever, and that's more of a longer term goal. Like
Yeah,
5 years down the line, or maybe even less, maybe even
exactly.
less. But so you've got a pretty clear picture of where you actually want to go with life at the moment.
Yeah.
Mm,
And if I could just
mm,
want to surround myself, like, because Dubai is just full of rich people, and like, why wouldn't you want to surround yourself around all those types of people as well? Like,
mm.
it'll just make you push harder seeing someone doing better than you, I reckon.
100%. Have you been watching anyone's content recently over the last couple of days from
Yeah.
ABC?
Oh, not from ABC. Oh, Cooper Ward.
Yeah, where's he?
He so he's from he lives like where I live in the same town, and
Oh wow,
then he went to Bang like in China like recently 6 months ago he started this, and now he's in Dubai right now at a villa.
there you go.
I know so much can change if you really just knuckle down and just crack on with it.
Mm-hmm. Very, very, very possible. Very possible. And if you believe in yourself and do like the hard work required, do all the heavy lifting now,
Yeah,
that's very, very possible. Very
exactly.
possible. And hell, even if you don't like high ticket sales or whatever, but you manage to get to a point where you're in Dubai and you're in there surrounding yourself with people doing trading or whatnot as well. It's
Yeah,
the networking side of things.
exactly.
Mm, mm. But although it's nice to talk about all those things in the future that are potential things
Yeah,
that could happen,
just a potential.
what if none of this does go right for you and trading doesn't work and this doesn't work and what's life look like for you then?
I don't know. I'll make it work though.
Mm, I like it, man. I like it and make it work. So this has got to happen no matter what.
Yeah, well, obviously I can probably just get a uni like, but like I don't want to do that. That's just something I just don't want to do.
Yeah.
I want to be my own boss, you know?
Mm, yeah, be the entrepreneur, guy that solves the problems.
Exactly.
Mm, mm. So you want to achieve that lifestyle and
Mm,
you're not going to let it not happen,
yeah,
which obviously means you're willing to do the work that's required for it.
of course.
Now, I guess I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's not easy and it's not a get rich quick scheme or anything like
Yeah,
that. Like you're learning skills. You're learning valuable skills, high income skills, so you can go out in the real world and make money off of those skills.
yeah,
It's an academy. It's a place of learning. Um, it's like the gym. It's got all the
mm,
equipment. It's got all the weights there, all singing, all dancing. But
mhm,
it's down to the person that walks in the gym to use
yeah,
that to their advantage to get shredded and make themselves a six pack.
yeah, exactly.
Now, there is a few people same age as yourself within the academy.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's not just being surrounded by people that are older than you as well. There's people the same age as you. It's just starting out, have no knowledge prior to this at all. So you wouldn't be doing it on your own.
yeah,
Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of like how our plan sort of works, how I guess we would get you from working your job at the moment and studying in school to a point where you are earning enough money on the side so you don't have to go to your job. So I give
yeah,
you a quick rundown of that.
yeah.
So
Yes, please.
this is exactly the same as what Cooper had done. Obviously, it's around about a 6 month plan. He managed to crack it in less than that. And I say 6 month-ish because it varies between people. Some are less, some are
Hmm.
more.
Yeah,
Now, the first thing we do is lay a foundation and build upon a foundation of knowledge of sales. So the first thing is get you comfortable with what it is, how it works, and how you can make money off of it. So we do that in a load of training videos. So there's like basically A to Z, beginner to advanced, where you get to learn the basics of sales and then start building confidence or train yourself, setting goals, putting the ego aside, and learning all of that.
yeah,
That's the first step. And then it gets more advanced as you go down, starting to
yeah,
focus more on tonality, cadence, context, all of that fancy stuff. Then there's also access within those training videos to live recorded sales calls from our agency, where
Yeah,
there's different calls. Some of them are drop shipping, e-commerce, real estate. Some of them are like $25,000 offers. So you actually get to listen to the call itself and how the guys are taking it. So you understand how that knowledge that you've just learned is implemented into practice.
yeah,
Now, would you see yourself using training videos to your advantage?
yeah. That's how I've like learnt my strategy for day trading as well. Like
Mm,
just like watch videos. And obviously, I feel like calls, like one-on-one calls, is still very helpful. Like, I feel like I'm gonna also invest into one for trading with like my proper mentor. Like, he's like obviously traveling the world and stuff, and so I'm gonna
mm,
invest in one as well.
yeah.
So it's just like I'm just gonna invest in myself because I know the outcome will come.
For sure. And it's no different really if you were to go to university and get a degree.
Yeah,
And that's still investing in yourself. It's just a little bit of a
exactly.
longer process and the jobs at the other end are not as glamorous.
Yeah,
But those videos then, it's similar to how you're learning at the moment. Right.
yeah.
Now I mentioned you mentioned that you had a mentor with what you're doing at the moment. Or is that not yet?
Oh, so I'm in like a Discord and Telegram group about like with my mentor and like his strategy in which he like. It's pretty hard, like, because they all live like overseas. They're like mainly based in the UK and all that. So sometimes I do like miss calls and stuff that they do for like the
Hmm.
week, and like he's so easily like accessible like to message and obviously ask for advice and all that stuff as well.
Yeah. So, same stuff here. We want to give you access to all of this knowledge so you can learn the basics,
Yeah.
understand how it all works. But would it be safe to say that if you were just given those videos, given a book with 500 pages and told to read it in a couple of days, that you'd be able to read it, but you wouldn't retain much of that information?
Mm.
So, we want you to be able to like implement that knowledge,
Yeah.
exercise that knowledge. And we do that on coaching calls. So these are group coaching calls where you'd have access to mentors who are on there for live feedback, same as what you're doing at the moment, answering questions, and you're actually exercising what you have learnt.
Yeah.
Now, this is all like in the first 1 to 3 months, really. I mean, if you pick up things quickly, it's going to be around about 1 to 2 months, but it's really just practicing, repetition, getting
Yeah.
used to it, making it second nature. Now, there's 15 of those coaching calls a week.
Yeah.
So three times a
Wow.
day, five
Yeah.
days a week. And they run Tuesday through Saturday.
Yeah.
Now, with your schedule at the moment, do you think you'd be able to make those?
Obviously not all of them, but the ones like because it just depends what time they are.
Okay.
If I be in school or not.
So you will be from Tuesday till Thursday, obviously. The
Yeah.
sessions run from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. for sales with
Yeah.
Gabe, who's a sales mentor. And then
So I'd be
11 a.m. till 12 p.m., so in the afternoon,
yeah.
with Natalie, and she's going to be the content coach. And then there's also another session in the afternoon, which is called a role play session, and that's at 3 p.m.
That's when I finish school.
Now, if you aren't able to attend any of those, they are recorded, so
Yeah.
you can go through after you finish school,
Oh, to my dark side, yeah.
and you can instead of listening to Taylor Swift, you can listen to that. But that's how they run. Obviously, sales, marketing, and then the group role play session in the afternoon. Now, the role play session, do you know what a role play is?
Would it just be like you being like the appointment setter or whatever, and someone else being like the customer willing to pay? Would that be it?
Yeah, pretty much. So someone takes the role of client, customer, and
Yeah.
you're just role playing out different scenarios, different
Yeah.
situations. So again, this is giving you knowledge and a playground to exercise that knowledge so that it sticks in and like you actually retain that. So if you're not
Yeah.
able to make those role plays in the afternoon, with the group, you can always write yourself a post on School, which is a platform we use, and you can ask someone for a role play. So in the evenings, you can pick a partner, find someone, and say like a role play with you, and you can go through whatever you want to do
Yeah.
and just play out those different scenarios. So even if you're not able to make it during the day because of school, you can still do it in the evenings or whenever suits you.
Yeah.
So
I could also do all those calls Saturday as well. Like if because obviously I go to school Monday to Friday, and I'd probably be absent for like most of those calls, and so
mm,
Saturday, once I could be able to make learn information from, like more
mm,
information instead of just rewatching videos.
yeah, exactly. Like it's good to watch videos and pause, pick up where you left off, do it in your own time, get comfortable.
Yeah.
But really, you want to be exercising that knowledge constantly,
Yeah.
consistently. So that's where the real results are produced is actually putting it into practice.
Yeah.
Now, again, I said this is the first 1 to 2 months, maybe even more, 3 months. And at that point, you're going to be at a level where you're decent enough to land yourself a role. So obviously make some money. So we can give you the skills and teach you how to stick out from the other guy so you can get yourself a role. And we teach you what to stay away from. Like different Facebook groups have got lots of scams in them. So we teach you what they look like and how to stay away from them. But if you wanted, there is an opportunity for roles within ABC itself. So if you're putting in the work, you're showing up, you're doing the role plays, right, that will get noticed and there's opportunity for roles. So the mentors will reach out to you and
Yeah.
potentially ask you if you wanted a role.
Yeah.
But
And
that's
so
that's
how about
on
your
you.
doing now?
Yes, it is. So
Yeah.
I obviously learnt and I was just breaking my back, putting as much effort in as I could. And obviously I've done all the heavy lifting, it's paid off, and I
No,
guess
which
yeah, proof's in the pudding. So
mm,
if I can get here, what's to say that you can't?
yeah, exactly.
And that's the same for anyone. I mean, look at Cooper.
No, it's crazy. We went from a trade
Yeah,
movement
he,
going to buy.
definitely not the brightest spark in the world at all. So
Mm,
literally, all of these people are just fucking normal ass people, but they're just
exactly.
people who are trying hard, and that's where the results are.
Yeah.
Now, do you see yourself being able to use all of that?
Like all the information that
Yes, obviously you've got the training videos,
yeah.
and then you've got the access to the community, the
Mm-hmm.
coaching calls, 15 coaching calls a week, mentors, obviously role play sessions as well to start implementing that knowledge. Would you be able to use all of those to actually produce some results so you can leave your job?
I feel like I could use all of those, but it's just the stuff during my school days. That's the only thing that's really affecting it. But everything else I'd be easily I'd be able to access.
Mm,
Especially all the courses videos. Like I'm always interested in them and like take down notes and stuff. And so
yeah, gotcha. What time's break time at school for you?
so we got recess and lunch. Recess would be 10:36 to like 11.
10:36. Why so precise?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because we start school like at 9, like our first period, and they go for 48 minutes each. And
Mm,
so I think that's why. And then then lunchtime is around 12:41 to
hmm.
like 1:20 maybe.
Yeah. So 10:36. You'd be able to make half of the sales session in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, the clocks obviously go for. I don't know if they. Do you have daylight saving in Melbourne?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously the times will change then, but you may be able to pick up on some of the live calls.
Yeah.
Join in whilst you're at school. When do you finish school? You said December.
Yeah, like December 3rd, like pretty early December, I'm pretty sure.
And do you get any time off between now and then?
We get 2 months off.
You know, you'd be able to spend 2 months doing this then.
Exactly.
So, I mean, even if for now you're busy at school and you can't do everything, just get familiar with the basics, watch those training videos, find role play partners, and just reach out to people. This is what it's all there for. It's all there so you can use it. Like I said with the gym, all the equipment is there. It's down to you to go and make a six pack.
Yeah.
So,
I like. Yeah.
I mean, that's the general gist of things. And then if you did want to scale beyond like being able to quit your job and go up
Mhm.
to 10K a month or whatever it was that you did want, then we can also help you get there as well by giving you a bit more of an intimate one-to-one mentoring
Yeah.
where we can start making tweaks and make those tweaks count so you can get to a level where you can scale. You grow
Yeah.
your personal brand if you wanted to do that. You can go to closing deal. Like just there's room to scale there, and we can
Yeah.
help you do that. But that's only for those people who are actually willing to put in the effort.
Yeah.
That's not everyone. I'll be completely honest. It's not everyone, and
Mm.
it's not 100% success rate. It's not 100% guarantee, as there is with trading. I'm sure you're
Yeah.
aware.
Yeah.
So,
Very.
but that is that. Now, do you see yourself using all of this to your advantage to sort of, I guess, create a bit of a better life for yourself?
Yes, definitely.
Hmm. And I guess, do you see anything with this potentially going wrong?
Um, no, I don't think so.
Like
If I,
hypothetically.
because I know I'm gonna put in the work.
Hmm. And that is actually the sort of one factor that would hold you back is whether you put in the work or not.
Mm,
So if you're willing to do that, then you'd be willing to make it work and you'll see the results.
exactly. It's just about discipline. Like you just gotta
Discipline.
like sometimes like I can definitely say sometimes I just don't want to watch like a video or like sometimes I just want to relax, but you just gotta be able to push through that and just think of your future self, where you could
Hmm.
be in a year or two if you really just put in the work.
Yeah. Doing things that you don't like to do as if you love them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just showing up, being consistent. So
Mm,
if you see all of this actually benefiting you and setting yourself up for a better future, then is this something you would want?
like doing this.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
get access to all of this.
Yes.
Because I think it would help you out, and I think you would do pretty well with it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So
If the
I guess to get access then to all of this, I can walk you through the onboarding process and the investment required for that. And
Yeah.
now it is just an investment in yourself of 6,000 US dollars.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'll definitely have to talk with my mum about that, and obviously, because that is a lot of money.
It is a sting, but price
Mm,
aside, like I know I've already asked you, but do you genuinely see all of this working out for you?
yeah.
Mm. And how so exactly though? Tell me specifically how this is going to work for you.
So if I get approved of obviously able to buy this course, and obviously I'm going to put in the work, and then obviously I'm going to really just experiment,
Mm.
and obviously ask for mentorship because I feel like that's the key thing, and just better my knowledge and really just dive into it.
Mm. This isn't a course. I will emphasize
Oh
that this is
yeah,
not a course.
I keep calling it a course, but that's
Yeah,
just
it's
what I'm.
far from a course because you've got the help there.
Yeah,
You've got access to people who have been there and done it. You've got access to people who have just started, like yourself.
yeah,
Everything's there for you.
exactly.
I guess it would, yeah, similar to going to university or going to school. It's an
Yeah,
academy. So yeah, I see you would use this and it would work for you. You'd put in the work, you'd put in the effort. You don't see anything potentially going wrong with it.
yeah. It's just if like the only thing is if my parents like are willing to help
Hmm.
me out. Only thing.
Mm. Just, I mean, I don't want numbers on a screen to be like the one thing holding you
Yeah,
back from actually being able to do all of this stuff. But where would you say you're at the moment financially? I remember you said you had about 6,000 that you wanted to
yeah,
invest in yourself.
yeah. I have that all in my savings.
Mm. And that took you a
Like
year to save up,
half around about.
a year and a half.
Yeah, around about there. Because I've also had some like surgeries and stuff go on
Mm.
previously.
Me too, but
Mm. Oh, yeah.
all paid under work cover from the
Oh,
accident.
yeah, that's good then. That's
But
good. Not good, but good.
yeah, an experience.
Yeah,
So yeah, 6,000, and that's 3,000 off of what it would be in Australian dollars. So that's
mm,
9,000 Australian.
yeah. It's
Now,
like the currency.
and for you at the moment working, like you said, your expenses are literally like nothing. You've got a
Mm,
gym membership and you're still fed and sheltered at home or whatever. So you could safely stow away 150, 100 to 150 a week. Is that what you said?
yeah,
Yeah. 6,000, 3,000. Now, obviously, you have to like, yeah, go to your parents. I'm not going to do anything today,
yeah,
but we could get you onboarded right away for if you were willing to the 6,000. We can get you like started today. We can get the ball rolling ASAP. But that obviously just depends on what your parents think of it and if
yeah.
they're willing to support you as well. Because obviously we understand that 6,000 US dollars is quite a chunk for a lot of people.
That was pretty surprising when I heard that.
Mm. But I guess in a year's time, if you're pulling in 5, 10 grand a month,
Exactly. Like that's just the thing. It will come
mm,
back.
mm, it does sting for a bit, but it does come back. Um, yeah. Mm. Speak to your parents, see
Yeah,
what they say.
yeah.
Um, what do you think that they will say? I know you said they're supportive, but given that, what do you realistically think that they're going to say?
I feel like it's just 50-50. Because obviously I had to put in a lot of my money as well, and because it's still like a lot of money.
Hmm.
It's just an investment if they're willing to take it or not. That's just the thing. It's on my mind if they're willing to, like they're supportive of what, because obviously like the training, it's like a few hundred a month, and which I'm able to do, and like obviously invest like a few like hundred or thousand into my like a live account, but I've only put a couple hundred into that. So
Hmm.
and because they're not going to help me anymore with my training since I need to like obviously improve.
Hmm.
That's just the thing. But I feel like it's just 50-50 really.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, obviously, like, is that 6,000 that you have, like, that's your money to invest in
Yeah.
yourself? Yeah. So
At
they'd
60, I have
have,
my savings account, yeah. That I
hmm.
have, yeah.
And I guess would you be willing to put all of that down for yourself?
Yeah. That's the thing I'm thinking about right now. It's like just, but I got to think long term as well.
Hmm. I was still at home and I was your age. I
Yeah.
don't see it as being any different to going to university or paying for an
Yeah.
apprenticeship or a course. It's education. It's for the
Yeah.
future. So, mm, yeah, I mean, yeah, we could get you onboarded right away with the 6,000. It's just being able to make the rest of that further down the line,
Yeah.
and obviously your age as well. We do offer to people financing, but obviously you're not at an age where you're able to do that. So it's more so like, would your parents be able to help you? And if they can help you, are they fully supportive of you?
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
but no, that is it, man. I will leave the
Yeah.
ball in your court.
Yeah. That
And
is a good call to go over, which is
I
so
mean,
good.
no, it's all good, but I'm like glad to help out. And I guess everything that I did mention, have you got any questions on that?
Um, so how long did it take for you to see your first profits?
Say a couple months. For some people, it's like literally within a week. For some
Yeah.
people, it's a little bit longer than that. It really just depends.
And so how long did it take for you to like be able to pay back that 6,000 USD that you invested into it?
Um, well, I'd say I've got quite a lot of expenses because I live in Sydney and I pay a lot of rent.
Yeah.
And if I'm being fully transparent here, I'm still in debt to myself. I had to
Yeah.
get a loan to
Yeah.
invest in myself, and I'm still paying that off now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I could pay it all off now if I wanted to, but I'm obviously keeping money to myself, making
Exactly.
finances work a bit better.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I mean, for you, it might be different. For someone else, it's different again. So I guess don't compare yourself to others.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. Especially because I'm young and I don't have really any bills to worry about as well. So it's just,
you're lucky.
I know.
And some
Like,
people are paycheck to paycheck, man. It's kind of
exactly.
scary how broke everyone is,
I
really.
know. Like, I just don't want to end up like that, really.
No, 100%. Got to do the work now.
Exactly.
So,
So, yeah.
mm, is it something you'd like be dead keen for though? If parents said yeah?
So if they said yes, I'll definitely do it.
Yeah. Mm,
Like, definitely
right.
do it.
Yeah. Mm,
So obviously I let them enjoy because they're still away for like a while. So I'll call them when they're like fully free and have a good discussion over the phone since they are away on
yeah.
holiday
When are they back in Melbourne?
in like a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you wanted to, sit on it for a couple of weeks, have a think
Yeah,
about it, and don't disturb your parents if they're having a nice time and they don't want to be disturbed, but up to
yeah,
you, man. Ball's in your court.
yeah, yeah. Well,
But
it's been a good call. Like I really appreciate it.
no worries at all, man. And to actually to show a level of commitment, like from yourself and to us, and also to like show your parents that you are committed as well. And for me to follow up in a couple of weeks, book some more calls. For me to put your name down, like just actually like put a spot in there for you, would you be opposed to a deposit?
So is this like a could it be a payment plan or
So obviously it is a paid in full amount of 6,000, but obviously not many people have that. So what we could do is break that up over time and do a plan for you. We could do it over a couple of investments or three or four, whatever
yeah,
suits. But obviously the reason for it being paid in full is its commitment.
yeah,
It's you've just sacrificed something and now you're fully invested in it, and this is all you want to do.
yeah,
So that's the reason behind it. Because let's say you had access to it for $20 a week for the next 5 years.
yeah.
You'd be getting access to something that's worth way more than $20. And yeah, I don't know if you can understand where I'm coming from there, but
So yeah, like $20 a week's pretty.
yeah.
Mm,
My point being, it's you're paying for something that's worth a lot.
yeah.
So, but at the same time, you understand that everyone doesn't have that kind of money. So,
So the thing is as well, like since it's so much, how do I like know how much stuff's got to be in there for me to learn? Like how like, is there any way to know beforehand?
what do you mean? Sorry.
So like if all the tools and stuff, because obviously I don't have access to whatever platform this is on, and so it's just like I'm just a bit curious, like how much like is there really like a lot of stuff on there, like a lot
Yeah,
of like a lot of videos and stuff, especially.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of videos. So we're on School, the platform called School. If you've heard of
Yeah.
that. Now we've got a load of videos. I don't know, probably like 300 videos
Oh,
plus.
wow.
Yeah, and these are all like I don't know, like 1 to 10 minutes long, some are longer. And then we've also got recorded one-on-one mentoring calls for seven-figure consulting.
Mm-hmm.
So getting people to scale up to 100,000 and then to obviously seven figures.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where you have access to a load of recorded calls from the mentors to the guys, such as like Cooper and Marcel and the other guys.
Yeah.
And then you've also got um obviously the all the calls as well, which are recorded. So
Yeah.
you've got access to go through all of those. You got enough to keep you occupied basically
Yeah.
for full
Brilliant.
time. So mm.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that information. I really appreciate that.
No, that's no worries at all, man. No worries at all. But I guess would you be opposed to chucking a deposit down for some skin in the game to show that this is something you want, you are
Um,
committed?
yeah, yeah, potentially. I still need to just talk to my parents still about the price. I feel like that's something I need to follow up on because that's probably the most important thing going into this.
Yeah,
Because obviously, I know I'm committed. It's just my parents, like, because it's just so much money. Even though they
yeah.
are supportive, it's just up to them.
Mm.
They're really into interest.
If you present it to them in such a way that this is just tell them that this is a mentorship. Just don't go and say like this is a course. You get training videos or whatever.
Yeah,
Explain what I've explained to you,
yeah,
and just say that this is more than that.
yeah,
This would be like going to literally like going to school.
yeah,
But I won't hold you for any longer, man. I've already
yeah.
chewed your ear
Definitely
off.
keep in touch with you, and I'll definitely talk about you. Like I talk about plans and stuff when it comes to that point in time.
Hmm.
And so yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
No
Well,
problem at all, man.
thank you so much.
No worries. Hope that clears everything up.
Yep, it does. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too, man. See you
All
again.
right. See ya. Yep. See
Cheers.
ya.